just before the election, and I'm happy to say that proved true because the two people we thought were the front runners ended up 4th and 5th. But you know, in the week before the first round vote, I flip-flopped 3 different times. When someone presented me with Morsi Shafiq, I thought about it for exactly 30 seconds. I went, yes, absolutely, Morsi, anybody but Shafiq. And I still believe that our best chance, I mean, just getting it out of the hands of the military is an important first step, and I think that people like us and the revolutionary forces here, I just think they stand a better chance of influencing the Brotherhood from the outside. I'm not saying I trust them. I specifically do not trust them. I'm voting for them knowing that I do not trust them.
Why don't you trust them? Is it from the perspective of them changing Egypt, making it more conservative, that kind of, you know, that stereotypical reason why people don't trust the Brotherhood, or is it the exact opposite, which is they're sellouts?
Yeah, it's the opposite. It's not that I don't trust them because they're fanatics that are seeking to impose Sharia. I don't trust them because they're a bunch of cynical politicians who have proven again and again that they are perfectly willing to put the interests of their organization ahead of the interests of the country. And I still think, if you give me Morsi Shafiq, if you give me Morsi versus almost anybody else, I vote for the anybody else. But Shafiq, no, we just can't, we have to draw that line. I think we drew an important line. I do think that you know, I was kind of happy yesterday, but a weird kind of happy, because then it became, oh my God, President Morsi, okay, here we go. But yeah, I do think that they're going to try to change the country. We may not like what they're going to change it into, what they're going to try to change it into, but I think we can influence them. We can pressure them. At times, we can intimidate them. We can treat them like a political operator. I don't know how in the hell you begin to influence President Shafiq. Where do you even start?
First of all, personally speaking, I don't want to see Shafiq as president. Okay, sorry. I don't want to see Shafiq as president either. Here's how I came to my decision. Let's ignore a year and a half of watching them being basically betraying everything that we ever stood for. Yes, my issue with the Brotherhood comes from 3 specific points. The first of which, them being dubbed as the revolutionary choice. You know, that there are people who have went and said, if you don't vote for Morsi, then you're supporting Shafiq, that you're Fadul, that you're a bastard, that you're a betrayer, whatever. You know, and first of all, they don't have a patent on the revolution, and the people who have done this based on reactionism towards the other candidate. You know, so first of all, that's bullshit. Let's put them aside for a second. Okay. No, they can ride on the wave as much as they want. They won't have the right to call anybody else a traitor or to do for it. None whatsoever. That's number one. Number two, having them vote for someone who comes from a party that has the #1 election violations record in the country at the moment, specifically parliamentary elections. For us to endorse someone that we know this party buys votes and buses people in and does a lot of that stuff, even if everybody else does, even if the NDP did, even if Shafiq did, you know, especially after the revolution, specifically after parliamentary elections in which everything was rigged. You know, that in itself for me is problematic, personally, principle-wise.